Evening everyone, it's Rich here, aka Zort Rider. Doing a TFNation kind of haul video. I'm going to do my top 10 purchases from Transformers Nation, a couple of honourable mentions, and also my worst buy, my biggest regret buy of the weekend. So, the worst bot I bought over the weekend is Takara Lockdown. I've got the animated Hasbro version of this and I love the figure. I really do. Picked it up for a tenner off In Demand Toys, and you know what? It just was disappointing. It looks very dull compared to the original in car mode. Yeah, and I just expected more from it really. But I have, never mind. One poor bot out of 39 isn't too bad, so yeah, that is my regret buy of Transformers Nation. So, to my first honourable mention, that is, I think it's called Robot Masters, if I can focus. Robot Masters Optimus Prime. Now, I watched a chap on YouTube called Wildness, I think it is, and he was saying that he was going to be a dealer there, and he had 2 boxes for sale, one of Voyagers for £10 each, and one of kind of deluxe size figures, and I picked this guy up for £5, and he's pretty cool. The only bit of damage on him is there's a slight paint nick there, but other than that, I mean, he's definitely my bargain buy of Transformers Nation this year. He's a cool little figure, and he's a cool little Optimus, so yeah, I'm really happy to have him. So, my second honourable mention is, if I can get him to stand up, Human Alliance Bumblebee. Now, I thought I was done with Baybots, and I was looking on the Space Bridge stall, I think it was, at the back, and I picked this guy up. He's not complete, he's missing a missile, he's missing his Human Alliance buddy. But I watched a video by Hot Rodney, I think his name's Hot Rodney, yeah it was, earlier on in the week before I went, and he was talking about how it would be great if someone could come and say hello to him. And in that video he was talking about how this is one of the best bots that he owns. He found it at a car boot sale, missing its head. So yeah, anyway, I was looking through the box and I picked this guy up, and it reminded me of the video that I watched. I looked up, and the guy standing completely opposite me was Hot Rodney himself, so I thought, there's a bloody sign. So when I spoke to him, really nice guy, top bloke, had a good old conversation, and this was marked up at £12, but I managed to haggle him down to 10. So yeah, he's a cool thing. I'm not really into Baybots, but happy to have him. Okay, now time for the top 10. So first on my list is Alternator Shockwave. Now I picked this guy up as well from Wildness, the guy who I got the Robot Masters Optimus Prime from. He was £10. I picked him up. I was looking at him and I was undecided really. I've got a couple of alternators and they're not very good in my opinion. They were great for the day, but not anymore. And Alec popped up to me and he said, come on, do it, buy it. So I thought, go on then, it's only £10, and you know what, I'm happy with him. One arm's a little bit loose, but he looks great. He does look very Shockwave even though he's a car, so yeah, surprised, but I really like him, so he's my number 10. So my number 9, I actually got him on the Friday night as part of a lot from aka Tuxedo Mike. So he was still in box, but now he's not. Generations Cup. I picked him up for £25. I did see him for £20 in the dealer hall, but then again on other stores I saw him for £30 or £35. So you know what, I'm happy to pay that for him. He's a great little figure. He's going on my movie shelf, which is up there. So yeah, really like him. He's a great toy. So number 8 on my list is Reveal the Shield Retgar. I picked this guy up for £10. I managed it, the guy wanted 15 for him, but I bought another figure from him, which is on the list in a minute or so. So I got him down to a tenner. I thought he wasn't complete, but he actually is. He's in good nick. His handlebars are all there and complete, which Gareth will be envious of, San Diego Jones, because he bought a mint in silver box one and they broke. So yeah, but he's a so number 7 on my list is Generation 2, the Masterpiece Bumblebee. I wanted the G1 one, but it was going for £50, and I thought that was a little bit more than I wanted to pay. This guy with his collector's coin was £30, brand new, so he will do me for now. I'm really happy with him. He's a great little figure. I can't justify what Toys R Us are selling him for. The G1 version, £80 is just far too much for this toy, but he's great. I really like him, so he's number 7. So, number 6 on my list is Fans Toys Tesla, aka Preceptor. I picked up this guy. It was an impulse buy. I had £10 left in my wallet. I walked past Kapow and they had one of these guys left just after I'd met and spoke to Paul Eilding, and you know what, I just thought I had to have him just to remember meeting that guy, because he's a top bloke, really nice guy. So I went to the cash point, got another 60 quid out, and paid £70 for this guy. He's good, he's very good. Few issues. This elbow is pretty loose. His face, I don't know if you can see, not 100% right, but overall he looks cool. He does come with a spare set of thigh and forearm parts, which I've actually put on. So these are the more G1 accurate colours, and the other ones was a slightly lighter blue. But I'm happy I had him. Whenever I see him, it will remind me of the weekend I had and all the great people that I met. So, yeah, he's number 6 on the list. So into the top 5, and technically now this is 3 bots, but they always tend to come as a 3 in my mind anyway. I got these from Tuxedo Mike on Friday as part of a lot I bought from him. Cup was in there. A G1 Insecticon Shrapnel and a G2 Scavenger as well, and these 3 guys. So we have Thrust, Ramjet and Dirge. Now I don't know if these are Reveal the Shield or Henkei, I haven't got a clue. I've never even seen them in the flesh before. I think, actually tell a lie, I think I saw Thrust missing a wing last year. But yeah, I bought these guys blind and I'm really happy I did. As I say, they were in a lot with some other stuff and I paid 75 quid in total. Walking around the dealer hall, these were going for 20, 25 quid each, so I got a bit of a bargain there, thanks Mike. But yeah, really happy with these. So they're in at number 5. So, now at number 4, the bot that I was saying that I wanted for weeks before I went to TFNation. We went to see the movie on the night, and we looked over at the dealer hall and we saw that Fortress Maximus was £130. I budgeted 150 odd for him, so in at number 4, he's the main man himself, Fort Max. He's cool, he's big, he's bulky, he's just cool. He's great, and he towers over last year's devastated purchase, so he's a big guy. Yeah, so he's at number 4, just missing out on the top 3. So, into the top 3. And this was my first step into the third party market, and it's Cloud9's Quake Blast. So I wanted a masterpiece version of Shockwave. I haven't really stepped into third party before, and I was looking round and I saw MP Shockwaves, between 110, I think 95 was the cheapest I sort of wanted. It was just a fraction too much, but I thought, you know, I want to get a masterpiece. Um, so I was walking around anyway, and in the bar with Graham, noticed there was someone else got an MP Shockwave out, and it looked really, really cool. But the colour looked a little bit off. It looked more lilac than purple. I've watched loads of reviews about which one's which, because there's a fans toys version of this as well. Quake Wave, I think it is. But yeah, I was walking past the store, saw this guy for 70 quid, and I thought, you know what? That's £30, 30 to £40 cheaper than any other Shockwave there. And you know what? I'm happy I've got him. I haven't transformed him yet. I know the wire thing keeps popping out, but you know what? I keep a lot of mine in bot mode anyway, and in my case, and so you know what? He's great. And the only criticism I think is that put some repo labels on. I kind of have to stick over some of the casting, the moulding. But, you know what, all in all, that says Shockwave to me. So he's in at number 3. So into the top 2, and this was a tough call. It really was. These two were neck and neck. But by a hair, in second place is Titan's Return Brainstorm. Now, this guy is easily the best Titan's Return figure. It's amazing. It's a blur mould. Just everything. The joints are tight. The little sticker details there. Even the shine of paint on the actual bot himself is just perfect. When I saw him pictures of him, I thought, yeah, he's all right. Yeah, I'll pick him up. Just so I've got the set of all the ones that are coming out, because I like getting the sets of things. But easily, even when he was in his packet, he didn't look much. But as soon as you get him out, he's absolutely phenomenal. I really like him, and he was £25. But you know what? It looks for £25. Some people will roll their eyes and say, you know, it's not worth it. This guy is. So pick him up. Really worth the money. A great bot. So to first place. Tell you a quick story first. At TFNation last year, I bought a Devastator as soon as I walked through the door, and I really wanted to pick up an MP Bumblebee, and I kept putting it off, trying to get it cheaper, and when I actually went to fetch it, no one had any left, so I was really gutted about that. This year, I wanted to get a Masterpiece Ironhide, and I saw one as soon as I walked in on In-Demand Toys. I had a walk around, picked up some other bits first. I wanted to go to Toy Foo first to make sure that I could get everything on my list that I wanted from there, because it all goes to charity. And I circled back round. I bought my Fort Max from In-Demand Toys. I bought my Brainstorm from In-Demand Toys. Ironhide was sitting there, still £65, and I thought, no, I might be able to get it for 60. Anyway, after about another 15-20 minutes, I circled back round, went to buy him, and he weren't there. I was absolutely gutted. I wanted to pick up another Masterpiece, so instead I picked up the bot that is in first place, and that is Masterpiece Ratchet. Now, maybe it's because I haven't seen Ironhide, or played with Ironhide, I should say. I didn't realise how good these guys are. They're absolutely phenomenal. He is easily one of my favourite Masterpieces. The accessories that come with him are just crazy. I mean, that thing there is a piece of cardboard behind his windscreen, and he's just an amazing figure. He's just a great toy. Great transformation as well, really simple. I'm not going to bother transforming because I know some of the crown comes off, but you know what, I'm really happy with him.